Welcome to America's heartland, Bloomington, Indiana, home of the Indiana Hoosiers. Memorial Stadium will be jumping in anticipation of what we've got in store today. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a team from the Pac-12, the UCLA Bruins, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Indiana Hoosiers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Bruins will kick it away to start us off. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. Down here for the offense. From the gun, running back gets to give. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. He's going to take off. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Really good job by the defense getting to the quarterback and getting him on the ground for no gain. It's tough. Once you get there and get pressure, it's so hard to get these guys on the ground because they're elusive. Really good job wrapping them up and getting to the ground.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Cherry. It's caught. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Well, it's a great job by the quarterback there, understanding you're being blitzed. You know you're not going to be able to hold on to it very long, so find the back. Get it into his hands quickly. Let him go pick up the first.
The Hoosiers have it with a 1st and 10. They try to pop a run on the draw. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football, create balance, and right here just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Slide 22. Slide 22. Wide receiver coming across in motion. They'll throw it on 1st down. Got the quick pass. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game. Now on 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. And the Hoosiers get enough to move the chains.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Cooper.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
The Hoosiers line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Knocked down after a gain of 1. They'll mark it at the 6. Now it's 2nd and goal. Fast motion from the offense. Looking to pass. It's Cherry. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds.
That is just what you want defensively, right? Bend, don't break. They drove down the field a little bit. They got 2nd and goal. Boom. Create that negative play. Now they got 3rd and goal. Now they got to make some decisions. Do they want to be conservative? Do they want to be aggressive? Either way, an advantageous situation now for this defense.
They've gotten pushed back, but it's still 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Coming after him. Hit as he throws. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Good right down the boulevard. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. So they are lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. Fair catch called for and made. The offense set for a 1st down play. Snags a quick pass on the left. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get to you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Let's see what they do on 2nd. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the 1st down. That's why everybody has to do the tip drill, DBs and receivers, and it worked out this time for the offense.
That's exactly what you want as a defender. Just get your hand on the football, let that thing bounce, and you see so many big plays made, but it was the opposite. It goes right to the wide receiver, makes the play, makes the catch. Man, that's frustrating for a defense.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Duncan. Right down the middle. It's caught downfield. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
The Bruins have it with a 1st and 10. Reads it, fires complete. On the move at the 30. Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a first down for this offense.
Really nice throw there. I'll tell you, UCLA, they've got an impressive history book of quarterbacks, going all the way back to Rick Neuheisel. Troy Aikman is a name people will recognize. Cade McNown back in my day. And then recently, DTR was carving up defenses too, throwing it. Got to be able to make good decisions. You got to be able to deliver strikes through the air. And this guy right now is doing just that.
Discards a man. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of it.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of the physical run game. Nice job sticking his face in there, setting the edge, making the tackle.
That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. Receiver on the move, gets the touch pass. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
You got to fight fire with fire. You got to fight speed with speed. There's a receiver with the ball out in the open field trying to get the corner, but a cornerback with the same type of speed and athleticism able to make the tackle. Nice job.
They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, UCLA.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Looking downfield, it's Duncan. Deep shot for the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Oh, what a missed opportunity for that interception. Yes, again, no, he gets the pass breakup, but he had a chance to finish things off, and he really didn't get it done. But there's a reason he plays defense. You know, they put the guys on offense there.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Really nice 3rd down sub defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
Absolute shame. Missed it. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. The give to the tailback. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. So you get stuffed on first down, and now you have the offensive coordinator thinking a little bit.
Yeah, we're probably going to have to throw it now on this second play. But what are we going to see defensively? Now that they know we're throwing, might they blitz us? Do I have to leave more guys in to block? There's a real cat-and-mouse game going on right now between these two coaching staffs.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. The give to the running back from the shotgun. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Throws to the tight end. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
The offense gets pretty lucky there. 3rd down in your own end. You're throwing to try to get the first. That ball just a little bit late, and as a result, they're lucky that wasn't a pick 6.
And the Hoosiers line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. UCLA will go back to work on offense. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
Second down coming up. Back to throw, it's Duncan. Unloads to the wideout. Ball in the air, intercepted!
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Indiana sends the offense onto the field. You get field position like this, and you're not likely to punt the way they did the last time they had the ball.
Yeah, great job by the defense, setting them up in an opportunity to get some points on the board quickly.
This is an opportunity you've got to capitalize on this field position. You must come away with points here if you're on offense.
Now, that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Quarterback checking off. Motion from the offense. Wants to fire on second down. Finds his man. It's Cooper. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. They go to the counter. They get him down, tough run, picks up 4. They'll mark it at the 19.
Second down coming up.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball's at the 17.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
Now on 3rd down after that run.
42 Spider. 4-2.
To the air. It's Cherry. Gets it out quickly. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
On the ready.
So close to cashing it in for this offense. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. He caught it. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain.
2nd quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you've practiced all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Indiana.
It's 4th and goal, and they'll go for the touchdown and keep the kicker on ice. Tries to slither forward on the sneak. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Great job by the defense there on 4th down. I'll say this, QB sneaks are not a guaranteed play that you're going to get on offense. Everybody thinks it is. You dial it up, it's an automatic first. Not the case. That time, the defensive line was lower. They got more push. And there was just nowhere for the quarterback to go. Great job by the D.
The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
First and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. Scanning the field, it's Duncan. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
On second down, he'll fire. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. Trying to pick up a first down. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Got his man downfield. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
To the air on first down. They're trying to get to it. And the defense gets to the quarterback. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, and after not getting any sacks a week ago, we knew he was going to be a little frustrated, but he told us this week he wasn't going to try to press. He was just going to go out in this game, be himself, knowing the numbers and the stats would come. He's off to a great start in this game.
Didn't make it any easier on themselves on first down. Now second and long from the 21. Dropping back, it's Duncan. Safe completion on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up third down.
Going over the top. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
This defense is heating up. They got an interception the last possession. You could tell breaking on the football really, really well. Seeing where the quarterback's throwing it, going to try to get it. Got another hand on it. Almost had another interception.
Oh, that punt has been cleared for takeoff. Look at it go. No fair catches here, looking for room. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Hoosiers will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change.
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
Man, this defensive end is a monster. And you've seen his athleticism and his speed and his bend and his flexibility. He now has 2 sacks, and there's still a lot of football to play.
We'll see if they can dig one up that goes forward this time on second down from the 18. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Back to throw. It's Duncan. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Really nice job by the defense. Here in the second half, they've got to have the mentality with the lead. If we just don't give up any more points, we get the W. We got to make big plays on 3rd down. They made a big one there.
And the Bruins will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. Slips through the line. Oh, he left him grabbing. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. A really disappointing end to that last drive, David. Getting stopped on 4th and goal, they'll try to regroup.
And I think I'm preaching to my squad right now. Listen, we drove the ball down the field. We didn't just punch it in. Let's put another drive together, Jesse, and this time, let's get some points.
You're right, because there were a lot of positives on that last drive. They did a lot of things really well. They just got to do a better job finishing.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Now the play fake. Pocket starts to collapse. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Wide receiver shows motion. Back to throw, it's Cherry. Working the middle, it's complete. And he gets the 1st down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
Well, offensive coordinators put in countless hours every week trying to formate and use different personnel groupings and shifts and motions to get their offensive success on 3rd down. You can tell in this game, this offensive coordinator, he has put in the work this week.
He stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. With the catch, it's Agbana. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed. He can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
It's as if the end zone has a no trespassing sign on it, but here a chance to score the 1st touchdown of the game. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Indiana! The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the 2nd half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. And then a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Palmer, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
And they are looking for a ball play that'll work. Now facing 2nd and long from the 19. To the air, it's Duncan. Makes his connection. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
The Bruins will send out the punt unit. Oh, man, that is an absolute rocket launcher of a punt. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. They'll try the run. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here.
42 Spider. 4 double right.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Looking to throw, it's Cherry. He's going for it all. Intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
UCLA will go back to work on offense. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
Miles ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Looking to throw on 3rd. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
3rd and short in college football today. You see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He unleashes a long one. And he intercepts it. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Cherry. They're bringing heat. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in, it's Cooper. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
And the Hoosiers decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Wants to bring it back. Excellent coverage and tackle that time, and that's how the 3rd quarter comes to a close.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Indiana 10, UCLA 0.
First down to start the drive after the break. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Short completion last play. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass, it's Duncan. Makes the grab over the middle. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
The pull and throw off the RPO. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He'll just keep slinging it. Trying to get behind the defense. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
It doesn't get any better from your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Running back searching for a hole. Crosses the 30. He's got away. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And now on 2nd down for this offense.
Moves.
Off play action. Looking left. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
On the double.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one.
Green 25.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Dropping back, it's Cherry. Throws to the wideout. And this sophomore's going to learn you can't force that type of pass. Very lucky to get it back.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the 4th quarter.
Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
On 2nd down, wants to throw. Fires on the move. He's got it. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Throws for the tight end. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
And I tell you what, we've kind of gotten to the point where we expect QBs to be robots and just never to miss and always put it right on the face mask or right on the numbers. And right there, you could tell he just missed a little bit off, and I guarantee he's tapping his helmet saying, hey, that's my bad.
Clock is under 4 minutes as they come to the line for 2nd down. Wants to throw. It's Duncan. He wants to take the top off. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
And the defense is playing with a sense of urgency right now. Obviously, they're playing with the lead. They know this offense needs to find a way to generate points, expecting a shot on that last play. So nice job in coverage.
A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll take another shot here. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive player right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And now such a tough situation. Late in this game, you're trailing, but now it's 4th and long. Like, it's one thing if it's 4th and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's not afraid to go deep. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
Yeah, and you needed points. You wanted points badly. But listen, the offense, you know exactly what they're going to do. They're going to get in their 4-minute offense. Now, I got to start preserving that clock, using my timeouts, try to get a stop, and get this ball back to my offense.
He breaks a tackle. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. It couldn't stop the offense from picking up that first down on that run play.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the pressure was all over him in the blink of an eye.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
First down sack, pushes it back. Now it's 2nd down.
Easy.
To the air, it's Cherry. He's got his man. Oh, what a move.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can pick up the first without scoring. They'll try to power their way ahead. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense. Now, they got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
A first down run on the doorstep. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that. No reason to do anything here except keep it on the ground on 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. Makes the catch. And he will score. Touchdown, Hoosiers.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. UCLA will go back to work on offense. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something positive here late that you can build on for the weeks to come.
Looking downfield, it's Duncan. Here's a throw downfield late. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You've got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
And it's going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much, we're up. This game's over after that missed 4th down conversion. Now we get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose, Jesse probably would, go pad some stats and get some more catches, get some more rush yards if that's your thing.
And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block.
I love when players understand the situations and they understand where the 1st down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that 1st down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
On the ready.
Line gets set, 1st down. Quarterback's just going to take a knee. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.